former People's National Party president and Member of Parliament for East Central St Andrew, Dr. Peter Phillips, has expressed his displeasure at the hard times children and parents faced with back to school. Dr. Phillips was speaking at his constituency's annual conference. Adrian Williams has more.
On Sunday at the East Central St Andrew PNP conference, Member of Parliament for the constituency Dr. Peter Phillips laments on parents scampering around to do back-to-school shopping.
God knows I want a Jamaica. I imagine a Jamaica where September morning back to school don't have to cause trauma, fear, upset, and worry in the heart of the mothers and fathers of the country.
Phillips said that all schools need to have the same good quality education available to them.
I want to imagine, and I would love to see, a Jamaica in which no matter which school you went to, every child would be guaranteed a first-rate education, competent in mathematics, English, the sciences, and in the sports.
The conference was also stirred with words from Councillor for the Vineyard Town Division, Andrew Swaby.
All I would say that by next week, Tuesday, I'll be making some announcement as to how objections are handled at the KSAMC. I want to make sure that while the developers have a right, the citizens have a right. I want to make sure that their voice can be heard in a fair way. That's all I'm about, comrades. I am not in anybody's back pocket. I am here for the interest of the people of Kingston and St. Andrew.
Adrian Williams for CVM News.
Still on education, Minister Favour Williams says more special needs students will be placed in private institutions in the new academic year. In a media briefing early Wednesday, she also zeroed in on high school fees. More in this report from Courteney Lewis.
Over 100 special needs students are being enrolled in private schools, bringing the total number of special needs students to 460 this year. Minister of Education Favour Williams at a post-cabinet briefing early Wednesday says provisions are being made deliberately to facilitate special needs students in the public school system.
Of note, there are public spaces in our public schools available that cater to specific challenges and disabilities, but in the unlikely event that the needs are greater, we place them in one of 17 private schools with which we have established partnerships.
She says the number of shadows, now called Special Education Needs Assistants, SENAs, has also increased to 759 island-wide thanks to greater budgetary support.
We've also been able to top up the salaries a bit. Senators were getting about $40,000. We moved that to $60,000, yes. We're not bowling it out of the park, but it's a move in the right direction.
The ministry has also partnered with the Heart NSTA Trust to provide certification for the SENAs. Meanwhile, the minister addressed expensive school fees, reminding parents that they are not mandatory.
No student should be denied access to their fundamental human rights because they cannot pay the fee that some schools dictate for them to pay. No child should be barred from school for non-payment of fees.
She contends the ministry has implemented avenues to offset costs for parents.
No, it does. Since August, we did 10,878, and I think to date, it's more like 19,878. Sorry about that number. And we continue to respond. In the event there was a school that had indicated earlier on, but with Beryl, they might have seen where they need new furniture.
Students in both primary and secondary schools will also have fully funded access to e-learning platforms. Courteney Lewis for CVM News.